Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at end of sentence punctuation on the SAT Writing and Language section. As always, we're going to be looking at 5 questions. We're going to explain each one of them to find the intricacies in this topic so that you can ace the SAT Writing section. If you like these videos or found them informative, please be sure to like and subscribe. And with that, let's get started on our first question. Here it is. You may have heard of anthropomorphism. Zoomorphism, where animal traits are attributed to objects and humans, is another common technique in literature. For example, the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet is portrayed as with the head of a lion. Well, let's see. So first we have this sentence, you may have heard of anthropomorphism, right? So it's not a question, so you can't use a question mark. And it's not like an exclamation, so you also can't use an exclamation point. So now either we have a period or a comma. Well, let's try the comma. You may have heard of anthropomorphism, zoomorphism, where animal traits. Well, that doesn't seem to fit, right? There are supposed to be two different sentences here, right? They're trying to put two different sentences and make this contrast. That's why this is incorrect. So our answer is just a period. You may have heard of anthropomorphism, zoomorphism, where animal traits are attributed and are not. That is our answer. And we can move on to the next question. All right, question 2. People love sharing urban legends, whether or not they believe they are true. One popular tale features a man who successfully collected on an insurance policy he had purchased for an expensive box of cigars, stating his possessions had been destroyed by fires. Well, again, this isn't a question, so no question mark. And if we try the period, people love sharing urban legends, whether or not they believe they are true. One popular tale features, well, that seems to work. Let's leave that one there. The next two both make it one sentence, but is that what they're really trying to get at? They're trying to find two different sentences, trying to split up the sentences, right, to get the urban legend on one sentence and the popular tale on the other sentence. So our answer here is going to be B, the period again, and we can move on to the next question. All right, question 3. While flipping channels in his hotel room, one-hit wonder Blake Burgess was disheartened to find himself the subject of Entertainment Nightly's Where They Went segment. Again, there's no question here. The question marks have to go away. And then, well, how do you end with a dash? How do you end with a dash? What does that even mean? Like, ending with a dash? Like, that's not even, you can't even end a sentence like that. So it's going to be where they went segment with a period. And we can move on to the next question. I think you might enjoy ceviche. It is a popular and delicious seafood dish. Alright, so no question, right? I think you might enjoy ceviche, period. It is a popular and delicious seafood dish. Seems to work. Try in the next answer choices. I think you might enjoy ceviche. It is a popular and delicious seafood dish. And then the last one was just no punctuation. Well, I think you might enjoy ceviche is a independent clause, and so is this one. Two independent clauses we have to split up with a period. So that is it, and we can move on. Although Frank had been instructed to memorize all the states in alphabetical order, he wondered if it would be acceptable to memorize them by region. Well, not a question. Not a question. He's not exclaiming anything. And then it says he preferred studying images. Well, he preferred studying images in independent clause. So is the first clause. So two independent clauses. We split them up with a period. Alright, so that is it for this topic on end of sentence punctuation. As you can see, it really just comes down to figuring out if the question, exclamation, and then finding it if there's independent or dependent clauses, and using the appropriate punctuation with those. That is it for this topic, and I'll see you next time.